Okay, good morning guys. So I'll just have a video, starting video for your chapter 5 kasi solve lang ako ng solve. So this is how I will summarize it. Saka sakaling hindi tayo kapag klase pa rin. So parang nagklase na talaga ako ng whole kasi usually inuuna ko yung mga problem solve because I know na pwede silang ulit-ulitin kasi problem lang naman sinolve ko. But anyway, now I'll be trying to make some summary for your chapters. This is summary of your chapter 5. So basically for chapter 5 yung concern natin is yung rotational dynamics. From the term alone, rotation na may mga force. Okay? O ano yung force na kaakibat dun sa pag-rotate. Parang dalawang chapter siya dun sa book na ginagamit natin. But again, as I've told you, hindi naman natin lahat pag-uusapan. Yung pag-uusapan lang natin because of time constraint, of course. Kasi mahaba talaga yung kailangan natin maabot ng physics. So, dito sa dynamics of rotation, dynamics of rotational motion, parang ito yung tinitle ko sa dalawang chapter na to. Kasi, of course, when you talk about force, tulad din ng phase natin, before tayo nag-dynamics, is meron tayong munang kinematics. So, no, yun na yung rotation of rigid bodies. Parang kinematics muna before merong force. So, parang ganon. So, usually, makikita nyo dito, madalit nyo itong maintindihan na may equation nito kung kinetics yung pag-uusapan natin. Kinematics, what I mean. Paano dinerive yung kinematics? Actually, itong apat na to is sa kinematics pa rin. Pero, i-change lang yung distance, yung x2 minus x1, ng angle. Kita nyo? So, this is actually your kinematics equation na change lang yung theta, yung distance, kasi yung distance ngayon is in terms of angle. Nakita nyo? Dito, oh. So, yung distance natin ay define lang in terms of angle. That's why you have your 4 kinematics equation for your rotation. Ito. Theta yung pinag-uusapan dun sa distance. Or yung distance ng angle, or ano na yung angle na na-cover. Parang ganun. So, that theta na makakover is kung anong initial na theta sa simula. Usually, kung nagsimula yan sa 0, of course, mas 0 lang yan siya from 0 degrees. And then, clockwise yung positive natin ha, ganun pa rin. For general, counterclock yung general na perspective ng ay positive rotation. So, dito, kinematics, sinabi na kaagad na yung acceleration mo is constant. So, talaga, yun lang yung masosolve ng mga equation na to. Pag sinabing yung acceleration mo is constant. Okay? And that acceleration Z. Pag sinabing constant yung acceleration mo, yung W dito is your angular velocity mo, di ba? Meaning radians per second. Ano ba yung trinatraverse na angle with respect to time? Yun yung yung second part, yung velocity times time. Dito naman, your angular velocity, that angle that being traversed with respect to time, kung ilang time yun na nakuha, multiplied and added with the last part, which is, of course, i-define lang na yung acceleration, angular acceleration natin. So, yung acceleration natin, constant lang. Hindi tayo lalagpas doon. Usually, para sa mga equation na to, magagamit. Pag lumagpas doon, baka magagamit tayo na naman ng mga integral. So, meaning, ito sila, situational to sila. If you define yung angular acceleration mo, actually, nakasolve ako ng maraming medyo mathematical. But again, dapat naka-specify na yung angular acceleration mo, AV, is just constant. Constant angular acceleration only. Okay? At ito yung medyo mathematical. Pag medyo mga functions yung ibinigay nyo, we will resort, of course, to your calculus. So, ganun pa rin, your angular velocity is just your angle, change in angle with respect to time. And then your angular acceleration is the double change or the double derivative of your angular double derivative of your angle with respect to your changing time. Ganun. Okay? So, ganun pa rin yan actually. Yung first sa kinematics mo, and then we resort kung i-relate mo na yung angular na rotation dun sa linear. Yung linear mo, kasi meron kang velocity dun sa rim. Nakikita nyo? So, sa rim. So, that velocity is just equal to your angular velocity multiplied by radius. Okay? Parang yung definition pa rin to ng perimeter. Kaya lang ngayon, ang perimeter is my time. So, ano yung traverse ng time dun sa distance na yun. So, kaya nakadepende talaga siya so gaano kalaki yung circle na yun. That's why it's multiplied by r. Okay? So, velocity, angular velocity, or usually yung velocity mo dun sa rim is r multiplied by the angular velocity. Linear velocity, linear velocity, yung velocity along the rim is just multiplied, the product of your angular velocity multiplied by your gaano kalaki yung circle r. At pag mathematical na sila, hindi. Yung definition mo to na yung acceleration mo dalawa na yung component. Di ba sinabi natin na pag hindi na constant yung velocity mo dun sa rim, is magdadalawa lang yung acceleration mo. Meron tayong A-rad papunta sa center at mayroon tayong tangential. So, parang naka-component siya. Okay? So, parang naka-component siya. So, dinefine lang yung A tangential at saka yung acceleration, tangential acceleration, and radial acceleration. So, yun lang yung kukunin natin kasi basic pa man lang to. Pero, you really have to master this one because I've heard from the second year na talaga yung malalim na sila. So, kayo. Anyway, yung nasa surface lang tayo kumbaga. So, I'll take these two concept, rotational kinematics and your linear relating to angular kinematics. And then we proceed to dynamics. So, yung dalawa at saka pupunta tayo dun sa last. I think okay na itong dalawa or kahit yung isa lang kasi yung dito may moment of inertia na tayo na in-skip ko naman dun sa una. So, tingnan lang natin. But I guess dito torque lang yung i-discuss natin or yung pwedeng masagasaan natin, ha? Torque because masarap yan sir yung torques. Hindi. Yung torque is yung force dun sa mga umiikot na bagay tulad ng mga wrenches, 'di ba? Yung mga wrench natin pag itatry mo silang i-loosen up, so may force ka dun. Yung tawag ng force na yun is torque. And torque by definition is a vector quantity which is a product vector multiplication or multiplication vectors, the cross product. Okay? So torque yung tawag dyan. Anyway, yan nyo lang dun sa mga problem na solve natin. So, I guess ito yung pinakamadali, but when the force and your R position is being defined vectorially, vectors, in terms of vectors, you can have torque in terms of vectors also. Okay? So, medyo dalawa. Pwedeng ganito lang, pag na-analyze mo lang yung mga problem, situational siya, pag hindi siya masyadong ma-imagine kasi baka naka-vector siya, naka-IJK, so maybe have to resort to this one. Yun lang yung mga advice ko. Okay? So, torque na lang muna. That is for chapter 6. So, yung dalawang chapter and then the torque. So, parang tagtatatlo. Mahilig ako sa tagtatatlo, tatlo. So, first is dito, yung kinematics niya. Yung second is yung relationship ng kinematics to linear, V. At saka yung last is, of course, yung torque. Yung torque na concept mo. Which is, torque is just the multiplication of vectors. About position, kung saan in-apply in terms of, mayroon kasing mga axis of rotation. So, kung saan in-apply yung force na yun, doon magsisimula yung R. Tapos, yung product na yun is what we call the torque. Parang ganun. Anyway, I've already solved problems, di ba? I-insert ko lang to siya sa simula ng videos. So that meron akong parang summary kung ano talaga yung ano yung we have to discuss on those topics. Thank you guys for listening.